I arrived dressed to the nines, of course, and they were like, here's the Rory suit. You're going to greet them and take their picture. And it was like 109 degrees out. I was sweating profusely. And did you know you can't see in Rory?
And we are here with Madi Harakles, the newly elected president of the Student Government Association at Bay Path University. Madi, let's just start. How's the semester been going for you?
It's been going. For me, it started back in September. I took like an early accelerated talk class, and it was nice because I had that out of my way when I arrived. And I'm on campus. Clearly, this isn't my bedroom. I don't have cement walls in my bedroom. And since we're all living alone in our single dorms, I've been trying to just cozy it up and spend a lot of times outside so I can hang out with people, but trying to make the best of it.
How does it feel to be the newly elected president?
It's very exciting. I'm the kind of person that if I get involved in something a little bit, I end up going all the way. And when I started SGA, I was just a secretary. I was like, okay, just going to be kind of lower level, just take some notes, get involved. And then within a year, I was like, I have to take charge. And that's sort of my personality. So I was so excited. I made stickers. Aren't those cute?
Are those everywhere? Are they going to be everywhere? What's the plan?
Not handed out any.
Okay. Is this part of your platform?
Come find me. Yeah.
Are they, wait, well, more importantly, are they sanitized? Are they clean? Do you spray them?
Definitely.
So sanitize yourself is part of Madi's platform, which maybe we'll get to a little bit later. Okay, so if you could describe how you feel in 4 words, what would it be about being president?
Being president, okay, I feel honored. I feel overwhelmed with emails.
And if you can give me then 4 words that you don't feel. All right, fair enough. I like that. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about this platform. What are you going to do for us, for the school? Not for me, I'm not a student, but for the school, for your peers.
Definitely. So I think that SGA can be so much when it has, the proper leadership and students who are really dedicated and want to get things done. So I think that this semester can be a real sort of rebuilding and rebranding year for us. We're going to take a hard look at the Constitution because SGA has a Constitution and probably no one has read it.
That sounds like a country that I know.
Yeah. And it is old and outdated, much like this country that we just discussed. And, I think we should work really hard as a board to sort of go through that and decide what we want to add, what we want to take out. And I'm specifically focusing on things to do with diversity and inclusion. There's not any sort of bylaw in there that speaks to student leaders being held accountable. And I think that that's really important. I think that Bay Path University has been very clear that they're not only taking a stance pro-diversity, but explicitly anti-racist. And I think that as student leaders, we need to be held to that exact standard.
Have you had a chance to read through the Constitution yet?
Yes, I have.
Great. What's your favorite dated part of it? I guess it wouldn't be your favorite.
I know. It's so first of all, it's written in this really cute old-fashioned way. I think they tried to be dramatic, and it says shall and shan't, which is the greatest part. It's SG.
Well, I know I still use that language, but I don't know about
definitely.
you.
In my Instagram posts all the time, and it's my favorite part that I read it and I was like, oh no, was no member of SGA members shan't make political stances public. So my Facebook.
Oh, no. So this is out of self-preservation. Again, we're getting to the tea, everybody. Warm your cups up. It is steamy. Talk about drama. Well, how did the performing arts at all maybe play into your being president? Your path to the presidency, maybe we'll say.
Yeah, I credit the performing arts with a lot of the ways that I have sort of rebuilt and rebranded myself in college. I my first audition ever in the performing arts was for A Midsummer Night's Dream. And I walked into Mills Theater, home of the performing arts.
Well, now it's home of COVID testing. Just want to point that out.
Yeah. This little nervous first year. Kevin asked me to get on the stage and I was like, yes, Mr. Borlowski. I was so nervous. He was so tall.
He really is. He needs to do something about that. It's tremendously intimidating.
Hair.
Yeah, right.
And I did my monologue once. I was auditioning for Helena. I didn't think I had a single chance. And Kevin said, that's great, but could you give me more? He was like, I want erratic. I want ridiculous.
When Kevin says do more, he just means do better.
Yes. And right in that moment, I was like, okay, I think that's in me. And I left it all on the stage. And I think I kind of carried that with me through the rest of my college career. This idea of yeah, that's in me.
Is it still on the stage or no?
It might be.
Okay. We'll go check later.
I think that from then on, I was much less of this sort of small, nervous person. And I've become much larger in myself and much more confident and not afraid to be a little out there, be a little loud, and I really like that about myself now. And I think that has sort of launched me into this sort of momentum of being like, okay, I'm gonna become president of these clubs, and I'm gonna become president of the student body, and make my voice heard.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is that if you audition for a play or a musical, you can then become president of SGA.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So, in all seriousness, give me why else should people maybe get involved with the performing arts? There are not necessarily maybe specific to you, but other benefits.
Absolutely. I mean, I believe that there's no tighter community than the theater community, and I've seen that when I was in high school, we had a really tight theater community, and then coming to college, it's even more so because for the most part, we're all sort of living here, separated from our regular lives, and it's a really intense, intimate process, these rehearsals and being in shows. And I have met some of the most important people in my life through Bay Path Theater. And I don't know, I think that everybody can benefit from that just friendship that comes from it. And I know people think that sometimes we're intimidating, and I know we have been called a cult. But
and Kevin's really tall too, so that doesn't help.
Kevin's really tall.
So just picture him not as tall. It's like when you're on stage and you picture the people in their underwear. It's like Kevin, just picture him short. What it would look like. I don't know if he was ever small. We're going to have to find that out. I'll ask him later. Any presidential advice you might have for your fellow students, get through the semesters, maybe some self-care tips, some how to deal with remote learning?
I would say the best piece of advice I could give is to try to establish a routine and stick with it. I know that for me, especially when we first got here and things hadn't really kicked off, I felt like I was spending so much time doing nothing. And just sitting in my bed watching Netflix or scrolling through my phone. And once I sort of established a routine and I literally put it all into my Google Calendar and to remind myself, this is what you got to do. We have to wake up at this time. This is what we're going to do when we wake up. It's really sort of improved my quality of life.
Probably also helps you remember to wake up too. That's always a good thing.
That's important. I've got a reminder on my phone, wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah, but it's good. It's nice I try to start my day with yoga every day, which is so cliche, but I do like it. It's a good way to breathe and, stretch, and it feels nice. I feel like, okay, I just did something productive to start my day, something just for myself, just alone, because I know for the rest of the day I'm going to be on Zoom and chatting with people and writing a billion emails. So it's nice to sort of have something in your day that's just for you.
I think it's time we move into the question that everyone's dying to know. Madi Harakles, new president of SGA. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, I don't think so.
Anything else you want to say? Any parting thoughts?
Something that's near and dear to my heart right now is making sure everybody registers to vote. I know that for a lot of us, it's our first time getting to vote in a presidential election, and that's really exciting and a little intimidating. So make sure that you're getting registered, getting those absentee ballots if you need them, and getting out there, making your voice heard.
Madi Harakles, hot dogs are not sandwiches. You heard it here first.